Tonight we're running on the right track. I know we never gonna look back. Oh, I just wanna have a good time. Call me whatever, 'cause I'm up for anything like that.
Hi guys, welcome to Relatively Blonde.
Relatively Blonde. We're here.
Finally.
At last. Oh my gosh, how long is this
It's
taking us to
embarrassing.
do?
It's
a
actually
joke.
embarrassing.
It's
We
beyond a joke.
announced the podcast how long ago? A year and a half?
Like 18 months. Like
And
literally 18 months ago.
I'm going to really need to try not to interrupt you because I'm so bad for
That's what we do.
No, we actually, anytime it get brought up, we actually probably avoided it because we were like, that's simply
I was
embarrassing.
getting to the point where people were asking me about it or like messaging on, and whenever I would share something with you particularly, people would like swipe up on my story and be like, oh, when he's doing the podcast, and I was literally like swallowing me up because I don't know, and we've made this massive deal of, oh, you guys, your new favourite podcast, and then just disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah, we actually did. Well, this episode's going to be basically introducing ourselves, but actually we're going to introduce each other because we thought that would be a fun little segment. So
I'm kind of dreading it.
no, I think you should go first.
Oh, really? You're the one that wanted to do it?
No, this was your idea.
Yeah, and then I said we shouldn't do it.
Oh, no, but it is good because I feel like we're obviously cousins. Lorri's actually seen me as a child. Just to clarify.
I love how you say that like you're not still a child.
But it gives that idea that we've literally known each other our whole lives, so I feel like we'd be best at giving description of one another.
I think you'll get a more accurate idea of who we are if you hear it from each other.
And we've got coffees.
We do. Jade's sat down and realised we've got like wee ASMR moment, so she had to get that in.
Right.
So Jade is my younger cousin. She is one of my only girl cousins because we are surrounded by boys. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One of my only girl cousins. And within the family, she's described as the pool thug. She is loud, lady, bit scary before you get to know her. She's a social media
queen. Go into context for that in the rest of the episode,
No, I don't think they need any context. I think just like the pool thug, that's enough. She's a social media queen. She likes to give off like clean girl living aesthetic. Could not be further from the truth. Her main ambition in life is to sing in the pubs of Glasgow. I'm only kidding, that's a wee in-joke. She is a business owner. She's a very successful lash tech, about to open a big expanded studio, very fancy pants. Entrepreneur, you could say. She lives at home with her boyfriend Ewan, who we're not allowed to mention. Sorry Ewan, that's the last time we'll say your name. And her pensioner cat Sparkle. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I love her and I'm very proud of her.
Am I funny?
You have your moments. Funny looking.
Right, my turn. So, Lorri is a very confident person. I actually aspire to be as confident as Lorri. She oozes it, honestly.
You're actually going to be really nice about me, and I've just slated you.
Yeah,
that makes
I hope
me
you feel
terrible.
She's an amazing mum of two wee boys, Lucas and Austin, who both, Lucas has autism. Mm-hmm. Austin is on the...
Austin is under assessment for autism.
Yeah, and she's just the best mum, and she is also, we're very similar, she's mental as well, so she can tell me, we're both actually probably, I feel like you're organised, this podcast has been organised by Lorri, all organised, and you're an organised person.
Yeah, I'm quite type A, but at the same time not anal with it.
I feel like we both tried to give off clean girl, but we're both far fucking from it.
I feel like I used to try and give off clean girl, and I've given up like a long time ago. Now I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, but I love her very much.
I love you. That was so cute. Why are you've actually said such cute things about me, and I was like, she's a
pool thug. She's a pool thug.
Right. So we decided to do the podcast. People have been telling us for ages that we should be doing a podcast. And we were kind of like the idea of it, but weren't sure would we have stuff to talk about.
It's more like when we're together, we will howl and have the funniest times, but then you're like, but is that just us? Like, will it actually be?
Will that be funny to anybody else?
Yeah,
like,
but we can only try, can't we?
Yeah, I mean,
Get a
this
shot.
could either be like the best thing we've ever done, or it could be one of those anecdotes that we talk about like 5 years from now. But like, can you remember we tried to do a podcast? How embarrassing was that? Like, so we'll see what direction it goes. Really depends on you guys. So like, come on, subscribe.
Yes, please. We've decided to do right. We've got so many puns. So many.
we do like a pun. We are like the cheesier dad's joke, the better.
Yeah.
Like we're not cool, are we?
No.
We're so far from cool.
No. So the fact, obviously, we came up with relative. No, Lorri did. I'm not even going to take any. I'm not
the
going
royal
to take any. You came up with it, and I was like, that is it. That is actually it.
We actually had a couple
but we can't dye our hair now. We actually can't dye our hair.
I know. I was wanting to jump onto the whole cowboy copper trend. I mean, we're digressing, but like, 'cause she was like, no, you have to say some form of blonde.
So when we were kind of coming up with like segments and stuff, Lorri again, creative genius, came up with highlights and lowlights.
Highlights and lowlights.
Honestly,
so we're going to basically
amazing.
talk about every weekly episode. We're going to have our highlight of the week, our lowlight of the week. And then we've encouraged you guys as well to share yours. So we do have some from Instagram, but let's start off with yours,
Do you
Jade.
like our phone cases? Should we show them? How fun! We thought 'cause we'll always be on our phone getting this stuff from the Instagram, at least have it branded.
Very professional.
So
very cutesy.
Right,
Very
so we're
demure.
doing ours first.
Yeah, so what's your highlight of the week been?
Okay. Sorry, it's a gimmick. Starting the podcast. And don't get me wrong, I've been so, like, honestly, we were in the car there, we were both sitting and we both just went, I've got a nervous tummy.
Yeah.
Instantly, and we're not nervous people. I actually feel so much more relaxed even now, but see, just going into the unknown of something and you're in front of, like, camera, it's a lot.
It's anything that you've not done before, and it's so stupid because we have been in front of cameras. We're like karaoke queens. Like, we love a bit of attention. Let's be honest. But this setup, like, you guys obviously can see us. You just can't see everything that we're looking at. It is quite full
Intense.
on.
Yeah.
So yeah,
so that is definitely my highlight
because I'm doing it.
Yeah, and I feel like after today, when we go home, we're going to just feel like it's so chuffed because I feel like after today, it's just going to get easier, and the episodes are probably going to get better because we're going to be more comfortable.
This is the worst it's ever going to be.
No,
really.
Literally. No,
this is us at our lowest. My highlight has been I moved house last Saturday. So it's been, the highlight has just been like being in the new house, getting settled into the new house with the boys, and just having like so much more space. The boys no longer have like the one bedroom, they've got a bedroom each, and it has just been so nice. I mean, the amount of crying videos I've sent you, like just standing in the kitchen, like watching my boys in the garden, like
that's
sobbing.
what you didn't have in the old house, was that garden and the fact that you can. Yeah, no, and you've done it up so well. It looks great. You need to tell them about the sign at the door.
What sign? Oh, I've got a sign as you walk in the door that Jade's a big fan of, and it basically says, excuse the mess, my kids are feral. And I'm like, well, where is the lie? What about your lowlights of your week?
This is actually quite low, and I wanted to mention it because it's literally happened yesterday, but Liam Payne.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh my, like, genuinely. And I can say I was a Direction when I was younger. I loved One Direction.
Your bedroom was a shrine to One Direction.
I was obsessed. And it's not even that's why it is, because it's like your childhood. I've never had a celebrity of my childhood, and he's not even old. So it's
31.
And then it also
31.
just goes on to media. Media is actually horrendous these days. Like, they failed him when he was alive, and then TMZ taking photos of his body when it's literally disturbing. That's how I feel about it. I'm very passionate about it.
I was really going to like cut in there with something. Like, I was going to go, you upset.
Honestly though,
but no, it's disgusting. And we kind of spoke a little bit about it briefly last night. And I'm older than Jade. Not much older, but I'm obviously older than Jade. So I was older by the time One Direction kind of wrote on X Factor, and obviously followed them from the beginning, but wasn't at the age to be like a huge fan of them. I was older than them. They were young boys. But I have followed them. But what's quite sad, and it's so funny that you bring up like media and how they've failed them, because all the kind of stuff that's coming out about them, like the tributes, like he held the band together and he was
He
really
was
grown
just-
up and all that. But I
It's
never
just
knew
so
that.
sad, and I feel like though you can't. The signs were there now when you look at his recent things. Like he just didn't look all there, and it just breaks my heart for his wee boy, like his family. When like he almost like he went to do this career, and it's took him to a place, and now it's like it's destroyed him as a person. It's just horrendous to see. But that's my low light. I know it's pretty low, but I just wanted to mention it because it is
really
sad.
And it's like the only things that I actually knew about him, sadly, other than One Direction, was this like the kind of slagging that he got, like when he was saying like how he held somebody up against the wall,
even
and
up until
was
like,
did he talk about his hands or something? Like,
Yeah.
But do you know what it puts me in mind of? Do you remember all the stuff with like Caroline Flack?
yeah, no, 100%.
And it's like basically like everybody's slagging her rotten, and then something like a
And it's the
tragedy like
same-
this
it's the
happens,
same
and it's the same people that are like,
that
oh, I love
slagged
them, this, that.
thing,
Like,
and it's just so bad. And it's like, see if you could actually get these people to their face and be like, as in, like, why did they do that? Why did they feel the need? I just never understand the need of trolls. I would never want to go on and. But anyway, I'm digressing. We can go on to trolls another time because that's another.
No,
subject.
that's a really, really sad. I actually feel like I can't even say my low light now because it's like so first world problems. Like somebody died, and my low light in my week was going to your nail salon again, giving them another chance, and them giving me what looks
you
like
didn't even show me.
they look like press-on nails, Jade.
No, they don't.
Primark press-ons.
I don't think so.
And
They're
they
just short.
Well, they weren't short when I went, and they rounded them. They didn't oval. I can't believe I'm even talking about this. This is like somebody died. This is your low light, and I'm like, my nails. Cut. Moving swiftly on, we do have some highlights and lowlights from Instagram this week.
So are you actually going on to the Instagram?
I have
you've
them
got
on
them.
my phone. Yeah. Right, we have to start off with Christina's highlight, which made me laugh out loud. Like, my highlight of the week is that I spoke to 0 men. I mean, depending on like what you're looking for,
100%.
that could be your highlight or your low light. But Christina, we're happy for you, babes. Like, genuinely.
We're happy for you, Christina. That's really good.
Somebody else messaged in and told us that a man told me not to roll my eyes at him, but I'm going to Tenerife.
I know who that is, and I know what it's about. It's about a work thing. It's actually hilarious.
So was that a highlight or a low light? Did she like the fact that like she's riled somebody up?
Yeah, maybe, because I think he's an absolute tosser.
Right,
but
okay.
I think when she took
I'll need to get the full story from you.
Yeah, I'll need to show you the full thing.
Hannah, highlight was partying in Ibiza, and the low light was coming home. You'll know all about that. You're an Ibiza girl, aren't you?
Yeah.
And then, got one more. Erin, highlight, literally washing my face, getting into bed, and the low light is commuting.
By the way, I so get
Is there
that.
a better feeling though than getting home at night?
Do you remember?
Taking off
No,
your
do you know
makeup?
what I thought about the other day when it used to be a punishment to go to bed? Like, actually, how wild is that? Like, go to bed, like you'd be pure.
I would sit at the top
You'd
of the
be raging.
stairs, like literally, if looks could kill. The living room door would be closed, and I'd just be staring at the living room door full of rage.
Now, I'd be like, catch you after.
Yes, please.
Especially you.
Especially me. Like with Lucas, he just doesn't sleep. I was saying to Jade, she messaged me this morning. She's like, I'm up, but I'm running a bit late. I was like, I don't have that issue. Lucas woke up at 2:30 in the morning, and I have been up ever since.
I wouldn't be here, honestly.
We actually were driving on the way here, and she's
had
like,
nothing
will we
to
go to
say.
Starbucks? I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, look at that queue. Like, it goes quickly. I was like, we were waiting in it regardless. Like,
That's not why we were late, by the way. We actually did take a wrong cut off. That me. The next segment we're going to do is blonde moments. This is just for people to send in their embarrassing, literally blonde moments, but you don't have to be blonde, just you're embarrassing. This probably happens to us loads, and I just thought it would be a funny segment to do, to be able to share everyone else's trauma.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it makes you feel better about yourself if you know that it's not just you. You actually had a blonde moment on the way here.
Yeah,
So,
I did.
Jade, obviously, you've already seen like her new phone cases, and I was like, we should get some photos with them. Like, so I was in the car and I like pointed the case towards her camera, and I was like trying to get a photo, and she's like, right, do one of me. And so I'm
taking the
going like
photo.
this, and then she goes, do one of me, and goes. I was like,
Do you know what's so much funny about that? That was defo funnier at the time.
you didn't even realise. I was like, Jade.
I just was like that.
She's like, I'm not having the phone case upstage me.
Right. bit lame, but when I was younger, I once cooked a microwave meal for 31 minutes.
Did a demon just take over your body? 31 minutes.
I once cooked a microwave meal for 31 minutes. Hold on. And set the microwave on fire as I thought it said 31/2 minutes when it was actually 3.5 minutes. Mum called me an idiot and had to buy a new microwave. Asked me why I chose 31 and not 32 minutes. I thought if it wasn't cooked enough, I'd put it back in for another minute. Got called an idiot again. That's hilarious.
Oh my God, that's... Do you know what I'm laughing at more than anything? How you're reacting to reading that. Like, I'm literally in tears.
That's so funny.
And that's not the first time you've read
No,
it.
do you know what's so funny? We read this, like, when we were, because obviously we were quite anticipating, like, God, what if we get nobody writing it and we'll need to actually make it up. But we like, we said, yeah, and I started reading this out and we were instantly just howling.
Literally,
so funny.
it's so funny. And I think because we don't want to protect like our anonymity, but we both know this person, so it makes it funnier as well.
Really funny.
And we know her mum. So I can actually, when I can see her mum being like...
Yeah, that's...
So we did have another blown moment, and this one actually sparked a bit of debate between me and you, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
So this was a girl who, I don't have it to hand, but I can just tell it. She went in for a sunbed and done her usual like sunbed stuff and left.
Yeah.
Went back 24 hours later the next day, and the woman in the sunbed shop turned around to her and went, "Oh, I'm glad you came back in. I think you left your pants here yesterday."
Do you know what? And what did this
So we were obviously howling, but then after we kind of like stopped laughing, I had said to Jade, "I don't take my pants off in the sunbeds." And you said you did.
Well, about sunbeds, I am as pale as they come. I may as well get that out there now. Like, I don't tan.
People don't believe that. People don't believe that when they see you, because
clients come
you're
in and
so
they're like,
fake tan.
Like, they think I'll tan because I don't go about without tan on. It's literally like a vital thing. And I did try sunbeds for 6 weeks maybe, and
you went a little bit pink.
I went a little bit, yeah, a bit red, but nowhere near any sort of tan, so I just gave up on it. But when I did try it for 6 weeks, I didn't take my pants off. But
I thought you said you did.
No, I didn't.
Oh, right, okay.
Wait, no, I didn't take my pants off.
Right, I thought you said you did.
No, because I have a reason for it, because the tan line, I wanted to see if there was anything happening.
Right, okay. See, I've always kept mine on. I'll go in like completely starkers apart from my pants. But I don't want a burnt vag, to be completely honest with you. Like, can you imagine? It's a sensitive area, folks. Like, yeah. But we obviously did. We're like, I wonder how many people keep.
Yeah, we did a wee poll to see.
Yeah, so we done a poll, and it was basically, do you keep your knickers on in the sunbed? 82% of people said that they did, but 18% are going full commando. I want to know what you guys are doing. Is there a special ointment that you're applying down there
on your noon?
Are you being safe? Is there 18% of girls running around with burnt noons? Like crispy underwear? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that does give me the fear as well, not having any protection. Or do you think you could get the wee goggles for your eyes?
Like a muff goggle? Like just that one? Like a sheepy sort of thing. But and also, if you keep your pants on, then you are not running the risk of leaving them in the sunbed shop.
Yeah, very true. I've actually got something to tell about this.
Okay,
Sorry,
go.
So I've actually got, I don't know where I found it from or heard it from, but I heard of, it was on another podcast, I can't remember, if any of you can let me know. It was a podcast, and basically the girl went in for the spray tan in the sunbed, took her top off, hung it. Oh no, you're not even ready for this. So she literally, I'm pretty sure she only, cause she was getting a spray tan, she only brought like a long t-shirt dress or something like that. So it was just one item of clothing, no knickers. Or did she have knickers? No, she had. I don't know.
Is there a point to this story?
Yeah, no, there is.
Could you get there?
No, so she goes in, she gets the tan thing. Her outfit falls into a mop bucket, so it's soaking wet. No, you're not even ready, right? So she's like, what the fuck do I do? Like, what do I do? How am I getting home? She ran out to her car, started bolting naked, and drove home naked. In her pants, maybe.
I think I'd be putting on, like, the Sephora mop scented, like, I'd be scooping my stuff out the mop
your
bucket.
spray tan would be destroyed.
them's
that destroyed or your
shit happens. Like, I am not running, like, no, absolutely not.
Imagine
You need to pay to see this. And people have free show. I've actually got a funny story about sunbeds. Didn't happen to me, but I remember at the time being like really funny. And this is my friend Abby, who has asked about the podcast, so I'm sure she'll be listening. I'm sure she won't mind me telling, because she was telling plenty of people that it happened. But she went for her first ever sunbeds. We used to work together, and she came in the next. She was talking, I'm going for my first sunbed, and she came in the next day, and I was like, "How did your sunbed go?" She's like, "Lorri, I went in and I thought, right, okay, that's great." And I came out and I was like, I didn't really feel like that much, like my back was really
I know
hot,
what you're going to
but
say.
like nothing else like really happened. But she'd went in and lay down and forgot to pull it closed.
No, yeah, that's funny. That's so something I would do. I also heard, sorry, last thing on sunbeds, but I've just got so many funny stories. Do you know Olivia Neal? The Irish, used to be a YouTuber. You do?
I'd maybe know what to see, but you know how I'm like.
So Olivia Neal, I'm sure I heard on her podcast that she was like sitting in the sunbed, like cooling down. You're not ready for this, bollock naked, but there was a gap under the door. So her horse was hanging out the door. People could actually see her bum.
She was sitting on the floor.
I'm pretty sure.
Wait. She was naked, sitting on a public floor. That is bold. These bitches are bold. Like, what? Running naked from a, like, what?
But
are we all just really comfortable? Is this like a Gen Z thing?
I don't know. I don't even know. I might have also made that up. I'm sure that was the thing of it. Like, people, she was imagining people walking in and just seeing her arms.
Are we peaches?
Okay, guys, we're moving on to dilemmas.
I think this is going to be my favourite bit, because I used to read like agony ants in the paper and be like, that's what I want to be when I grow up.
That's probably my favourite. I love the girls' bathroom.
I just love the drama, Mick.
And Girls Overheard. This is another podcast that I've recently showed to Lorri. They're Glasgow girls as well, and I just cannot get enough of them. So
do they do dilemmas?
Yeah, and they do people send in their like confessions, so like mad stories that I feel like they do more of, but I feel like girls' bathroom is more major dilemmas. Do you know what I mean? So first one, I'm at a bride. Sorry.
Let's try that again.
I'm a bridesmaid at a friend. Oh my god, what is going on? I'm literally malfunctioning. Yeah, I'm literally malfunctioning. I'm a bridesmaid at my friend's wedding, but she insists that all of us wear the same hairstyle, which looks terrible on me. I feel like I'm going to hate how I look in all the photos. Do I speak up or just suck it up for the day to avoid drama?
Right, so we had a brief discussion about this and we disagreed, and then we put it up to, no, it's okay to disagree.
No, I know, not even that, but I don't really know how I feel about it.
So we put it up on Instagram because we were genuinely, like, what we kind of thought was, my kind of point of view was, this is the bride's wedding, it's not the bridesmaid's wedding. They're going to have their own day. So my opinion, as somebody who's been a bridesmaid and a bride, is that what they say goes. What they say goes. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying that as a bride who let their bridesmaids choose how they wanted their hair and makeup. But if I had a lot of bridesmaids, I probably would have. I didn't have a lot of bridesmaids. I had one. So if I had a lot of bridesmaids, I probably would have wanted it orderly in sense of it not being mishmashy.
I do agree with that. I actually do. But my thing was, what if we're talking about like a straight back top knot? Do you know what I mean?
It's trunchbull.
Yeah, like I'm going to
right,
struggle with that.
Some girls look so cute with like a slick back. Like, who's the girl on TikTok that I love? Is it Amelia, the pure clean glass skin girl, the makeup artist? And she looks so good.
Amelia,
with do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But she always has her hair like slicked back, and well, not always, but she looks so good with it. She's one of those girls.
Amelia Olivia.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for me, I mean, you actually like it when I do that, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like
but that's what I mean. Like, see if you've got a bride, obviously this isn't going to happen, but say, imagine they were like, see like that donut you buy in Claire's, that on the top of your head, I'd be like, sorry, I need to phone a sickie, because
I think it's your responsibility to have friends with better taste than that, though.
Yeah, true. Yeah, very true.
No, I think genuinely, like, it did divide everybody. We got our only 50-50 vote on the poll on Instagram.
Yeah.
So literally 50% said that what the bride says goes, and the other 50% were like, no, the bridesmaids should have a say. I think it also depends, like, not to kind of go there and be like, but are the bridesmaids paying for their own hair and makeup,
Yeah,
or is the
true.
brides paying for their hair and makeup?
Yeah,
Because
because if the bride's paying, then it's like, well, I decide. And honestly, as well, I can't imagine like we're having a joke and saying about the top knot, right? But I would highly doubt. I mean, that would look horrendous. Horrendous. That would look really bad, wouldn't it? Imagine 4 top knots in a row.
hot cross buns.
What was it? What is it?
The brides there wear like her flowing
Pure
extensions, like
Hollywood glam waves and the 4 wee lemons.
that'd be a good
Lemons
tactic.
at the altar.
See if like you were one of these people that like you knew you were the duff and all your bridesmaids were like a lot better looking.
Yeah.
You're like, right, how can I fuck up their day? How can I make myself look like the main character? So we did have another couple of dilemmas.
Okay, so I was talking to this boy, let's call him Ben, for about 2 to 3 weeks, but I've always had a thing with his friend James for just over a year now. So we've got Ben and we've got James and they're friends. Yeah?
Following?
Pretty much nothing happened with James for a year until my birthday party. We went up to my bedroom, started laying together, and then started making out.
Laying together.
I'm making out.
We were horizontal together.
It was steamy.
Did she say that?
No.
You're embellishing.
Yeah, I'm adding on, sorry. It didn't go any further, but then Ben got told by one
Ben,
of the...
who she's been chatting to long term, but nothing's ever happened.
Yeah.
And the guy she was laying with's best friend.
Okay. It didn't go any further, but then Ben got told by one of the boys who were at the party, and he confronted me about it, which I told... Well...
Yeah, this is why I didn't want to read it, because I was...
And he confronted me about it, which I told him. About a week later, say Ben then went to a party with James. So someone in the boy group has told Ben about James and our girl laying together.
Yeah, but does James know that Ben knows? This is what we didn't get.
Uh,
But what we wanted to know what you guys thought of it. So we put a poll up, getting involved with 2 boy best friends, and the options were why not and no way. So we had 19% of girls saying why not.
I feel like though, see if you are just a single girl and you're not actually, so say you don't know these boys and it's just something happened, it is a bit of like, I don't care. It's up to them. It's their doing, really, isn't it? Like, she's not doing anything wrong.
No, she's absolutely not doing anything wrong. But I also think that in situations like this, flip it, reverse it. If it's a guy and 2 girl best friends, then you're more inclined to be like, well, the guy shouldn't be doing that. So I think our kind of girly, what's the word? Bias is coming into view here. Yeah. Because my initial thought would be, well, she's not doing anything wrong. Like, she's not going out with any of them. She's single. They're all single. But if you were single and you were telling me that a guy was lying down with you but has had a history with Kaylee, I'd be like, what's he playing at? Yeah, no. So literally. I do think that how we are seeing it is because we're like for the girls. We're for the girls.
This is such a thing. But you need to talk about the Sabrina Carpenter thing that we were talking about in the car, because I loved that.
Yeah, well, we're both like right into Sabrina at the moment. Safe to say, have been for a while.
So get tickets. So gutted that we couldn't get tickets. So
that
would have been selling them.
That would have been my low light if we were doing the podcast, because I was hung up on that for a couple of weeks. Yeah, like, I won't lie. Like,
no,
sad.
yeah, she's just great. And we were talking about you've probably all seen it, like Juno, her performing Juno, and her getting into all these sex positions like as part of the song, and it's just unreal. But Lorri, you explain it because you're British.
She's absolutely smoking. She is. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's turned it on. But what I was saying to Jade was, on the way here, I was saying I just love how she's marketed herself, in the sense that she is in lingerie 90% of the time, especially on tour. I think all of her outfits are some sort of lingerie and boots and colours, platforms. And there's not really been a female artist kind of recently who is so out there in terms of like being sexual innuendos, like straight as well. Yeah. Like guy daft, running around like with everything out, who is so obviously for the girls, and she's not doing that for
and
the
I
male
never
gaze.
thought of that. See, when you said that to me,
love her.
It's
and
for the girls,
as we should.
She's down bending over getting these questions for the girls.
Yeah, and the girls, like, and this is the thing, like Katy Perry done it many moons ago, but that was for the guys. Yeah. And a lot of girls were like, I like her music, but I don't like her. That whole age old of I don't like her because my boyfriend likes her babies. Yeah. So whereas Sabrina, I'm like, I'll have Sabrina on and I'll be like to Stuart, how good does she look?
I know.
Whereas I would
literally.
never do that with Katy Perry because I'd be like, don't you look at her.
Yeah, no.
She's not for the girls.
Yeah, she is for the male gaze only.
But isn't that, I just think it's so clever, and it
Yeah.
goes to show kind of like, she's kind of got,
She's actually
how she's done it, I don't, how she's done it, I don't know, because it shouldn't work, but
Yeah,
like,
it does so well.
and it's the whole female male gaze thing as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? She's just so cute. She's very demure with it.
She is.
Well, she's actually
so
not.
cutesy.
She's the opposite of demure.
Yeah, she's like wild and out there, but does it in a very classy, cool way.
Love her.
Love her.
Love her. Right, we've got one more dilemma. We're getting
You're
a
reading
little
this
bit
one
off
out?
course if I can find it. My boyfriend is still really good friends with his ex, and she is always invited to all of our social events. I'm trying to obviously be really cool with it, but it's really starting to make me feel uncomfortable now. Do you think that it's unreasonable for me to ask him to limit how often she's around, or do you think
So
I
it's
should
his
just...
best friend, his girl best friend.
No, it's his ex.
Oh.
So that, right, let me tell it in my, like,
Yeah.
I'll just say it to you as if it's happening to me, because you're not picking up what I'm
Okay.
putting down. Right, her boyfriend's ex obviously runs in the same friend group as her boyfriend's,
Mm-hmm.
so anywhere she goes with the boyfriend, the ex is there, and she's trying to be really cool with it, but she's now feeling uncomfortable,
Yeah.
but she doesn't know whether
No.
she can actually say to him,
no. Don't agree
don't agree with what?
with him hanging
I
out.
didn't ask you.
No, but I've just, for her,
But
I'm like,
even though they've got the same
no.
friend group. Because imagine you're with somebody for like a long time and you've got all the same friends, so so one of them just shouldn't have their friends anymore.
I know it's tricky, but I just feel like it would be like
I honestly...
limited. Or well, why is she not going?
She is going.
Oh well, I feel like you can't. I feel like if you're going
She
and you're
said
there,
when she's always there when we're out.
so well, I think it's just a case of you need to be
A bit more
confident
secure.
to realise he's with you and not her for a reason he's left her. So
This is my thinking. I'm thinking like if you... an ex is an ex for a reason.
mhm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he's no longer with her, it's for a reason. And also, if she's around all this time and they're still broken up, then it shows that they're not supposed to be together.
And
They're-
also think about in a way, see if there's anything the reason, think about why you're actually feeling that way. Is it because she's in and you feel a bit insecure because he's had history with her,
And we
or is it
also-
because how he's acting?
we didn't really get it. This is my thing. We didn't
Yeah.
get much context in terms of what they're like when they're out, like, or her friendship or lack of friendship with the girl. Like, so I feel like without the context, my thing would be have a bit more faith in your boyfriends. Use are together.
Unless he's giving you reason not to be.
And if it is just your own insecurity, maybe try and befriend her. Like, I know that's a
Yeah.
bit weird and it might be weird for your boyfriend, but if they're in the same friend group, then you're now in that friend group as well. So maybe make a bit of effort with her. Because I think the ex will be feeling weird about it as well. Like, and it's probably taking a lot for her to go to those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
think sometimes life's all about perspective. I always say this, like, see in situations, even in bad situations, like to do with exes or blah, 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 I honestly feel like depending on what perspective you look at, I don't always think there's a right and a wrong in every story. I feel like it depends where you're looking at it from.
Nothing's black and white. There's always some grey areas. And in that situation, there's 3 people. And
Yeah.
we've got one person's kind of feeling about it. And it is icky, but at the same time, we're all adults.
Yeah.
Like,
We're all big girls. Next segment was another one of our puns. You ready for it? Drum roll, please.
oh, that was really, really weird, didn't we?
Platinum pecs.
Platinum pecs. Have you ever been platinum?
Yeah, probably.
I don't
close to
remember
it.
you being
like
platinum.
bright, but like I really did tone it down recently.
Do you remember
more.
me when I had my white hair?
No.
It was disgusting.
Did you have that in first Ponza? No. No,
Well,
it was
quite blonde. That was before I got any lowlights, but not white.
Yeah, so Platinum Picks, that's going to be our segment of the podcast where we basically tell you what we're loving in that week. So it can be anything. Literally
anything from just something you've been enjoying, whether it's
And
a
we'll start
product,
to-
whether it's something like a book, like
Yeah, we'll
really
start
anything.
to ask you as well so that we can... Did we ask? No.
I think I forgot to ask.
Yeah, we'll do that for other episodes where you can tell us as well, and we can... Because there's also, like, see when podcasts do bits where they share, like, different dupes, and I love all that because
Yeah.
I'm right into that.
Listen, share and share alike, the more you know.
No, 100%. So...
What's yours been this week?
Right, no, this one... I don't know if she'll be listening to this. I did tell her about the podcast. One of my clients, she was just leaving. This was yesterday, right? So it's came at a private time. She was just leaving and she was like, Jade, smell this, right? So it was like a spray, a perfume kind of spray. She said there is a perfume version, but it was like 90 quid from Space NK, but this was like the wee spray. Lorri, honestly,
Like a
it's
dupe?
actually, no, it's like a brand. I took a picture of it and it was like basically a wee spray from Space NK, and it's what was it called? Actually, I've got the photo. It was like vanilla something, and she said, she was like, I don't actually like vanilla scented
I
things.
love vanilla.
Lorri, no, I'm literally, you're not ready for this. It's amazing.
I'm
And it's-
annoyed that you're talking about it and
not
I know you
have
don't have it.
I know, this is it. It's called Fleur Vanilla Skin. We'll put it up. And honestly, and it's one of the smells that you just know that it will last. It will cling to you. She smelt amazing.
Were you being creepy? Were you giving it the...
No, let's no, but honestly, and I kind of didn't want to even share it, honestly, because I want it to be my new scent.
It's
and
expensive.
yeah, well, I think for that spray it is pretty small. I said, do you get a bigger one? She said no. So it's like that size, and it's like 22 quid, so it's expensive, but it smells
But if it lasts,
divine.
then
Yeah,
we'll need to check that
So
one out
good.
for sure.
I'm definitely going to buy it before next Friday, before this comes out, so that it doesn't look like it's going to sell.
Because millions of people are going to listen to this and
No,
then
but-
running by it. Hi, Mum.
We're really manifesting. We're really manifesting this, aren't we? We've actually drilled in our head and manifesting our podcast does all right. Right.
It's going to say like that. Sorry, that's actually cracked me. Look at Molly May over here.
So embarrassed.
The wheels are off. I'm sorry. Like,
Wheels.
oh my god.
Actual.
This is not funny. Like, genuinely.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's embarrassing.
My platinum pick, this is actually like kind of lame, but I've actually been loving.
You've got a teen on
I've been loving Gilmore Girls. Have you ever watched it?
No.
So I've been told to watch this show
Cause like fall and stuff.
forever. Yeah, and this is why I was going to say. I feel like if I'd started it at any other time of the year, I probably would be like, because it's not like groundbreaking. It's not like the best show you've ever seen. And honestly, a lot of the characters are kind of annoying because it's like a small town thing, but it's just so cozy.
Yeah,
it's like such a
pure
cozy
fall
little show.
vibes.
I'm looking forward to just like popping an episode on at night
Yeah,
time.
and when you've got like all your candles and Christmassy.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just lovely. It's this
the vibe.
like little sleepy town called Stars Hollow. I mean, it just sounds
Oh,
cute, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what my
That's
wee
your
pick of
platinum
the week
pick.
has been.
Woo.
Okay, guys, so one other thing we wanted to do every week was a burning question. We thought it would be really fun if we just asked each other a burning question, and we do not know what we're going to be asked, but whatever it is we ask each other, we have to answer.
Can I go first? Please.
I'm scared for like how up for this you
Lorri
are.
told me, no, it's literally, I don't even know
still
if it is
have
a burning.
tears from you thinking you're Molly May.
I don't even have a burning question, but when I googled it and this one came up, I just had to. I don't even know how it was going to pan out. But basically, when I googled it, because I didn't really understand burning questions, but when I googled it in the car and I read the first one, I was literally choked
So
my
you've
coffee.
googled my question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Lack of effort.
You ready?
Didn't do your homework.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
My burning question is, and I found this on the way here, I literally googled it and that was the first thing that came up and you seen me, my reaction to it. What's Gran doing right now? What do you think she's doing? That was it. That
Right, I'll tell you what she's doing. What time is it?
9:20.
I know exactly what she's doing. She's sitting on her... I'm going to paint the picture. She's sitting on her duck egg blue couch.
Mm-hmm.
She has a magnifying glass on top of her TV guide to the right of her.
Yeah.
In front of her,
A jar
she's
of
got
peanuts to the right.
sweet peanuts. In front there, she's got her wee table, and on her table she's got
Pills.
pills. That took a dark turn.
No, but like a wee pill
Gran-
box Monday, Tuesday, and there's about 40 in each.
Gran's about to end it all. She's got the pills.
No, it's like the wee Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and there's
She's
like
got her
5
pillbox,
pills,
I know.
and she'd always get that.
No,
on
she's
the
got her
desk.
wee plate. She's got a slice of toast. One slice has got patty on it. The other slice has got jam on it. And she's probably...
And she's got the news on, and she'll be absorbing everything of it,
taking that all in.
absorbing the news. She's like a sponge with BBC, honestly. Don't know if anyone else can relate with Grans. We
I
talk
heard,
about this a lot.
I heard she actually pays 4 different TV licenses just because she loves it that much.
So, what's your burning question?
I can't believe that was your burning
I
question.
know, it was just because that was last minute and I googled it, and I'll get a better one for next episode.
Right, my burning question for you. I've actually got a few. I just don't know what one I want to ask you. I'm going to ask you a stupid one. Which colour has the worst personality, and explain why you've made your decision?
Oh. I'm going to need a minute.
You're taking this so seriously.
What? Do you know the colours that first came to mind for me was purple or orange?
Could you do purple like that?
I don't know, but I couldn't.
Orange, I feel lady bastard.
What?
Lady bastard.
Yeah, pure. Yeah. Do you
Orange
have you
is the
seen-
friend that everyone's like, oh, they're all right, but like, do we need to invite them?
Yeah. Do you know? Do you know?
Orange is not the new black.
Do you know the purple? What? Do you know the? Have you seen the? No, it is purple. The thing where it's like purple, Thursday, February are all the same. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
How
yeah. I
weird.
love stuff
Orange
like that.
to me is Wednesday.
Hump day. I do
Yeah.
like a Wednesday.
But I don't know why. That's my answer. I think orange or
Orange.
purple, and I don't know why.
I would agree with the orange, not so much the purple. Purple's like royal to me.
But purple gives me like spooky,
Spooky, scary skeleton.
like Barney, or not Barney. Actually.
Okay, we went there.
Sorry, didn't mean that.
Right, I think that is enough for episode 1.
10 and a half.
How are you
Do know-
feeling? We've just finished our first episode.
I know, and do you know, we were so stressed about this, and I kept saying, it was actually me initially, I was like, I'm stressed, we don't have it to talk about, it's just a bit scary. And Lorri was the one that's like, no, it'll be fine. And then like 2 nights ago, you were the one that was like, no,
Yeah.
now I'm freaking, I don't know if we're going to have, and I knew it was going to be like this, it would be easy to do, and I feel like it's only going to be better from here, and
So
I can't wait.
we actually have a wee theme for our next episode as well.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking all things
Body image.
body image.
Which
So
I
that'll
feel
be
like we
good.
both have good perspectives on, and we can
And
talk
there's
about
a lot
deeply
to unwrap
Yeah,
with
a
body
lot.
image. And we've also got a lot of kind of
polls and
polls, a lot of kind of stuff from our Instagram followers about that to unpack. So yeah, that should be good. But thank you guys for listening, and
if
please listen to the next one.
And if you enjoy, please subscribe, because this will only help us. Leave us a 5-star review. I've heard that's what helps the podcast gets boosted up. So any engagement at all, would really appreciate it, so that we have more content to go off of, because that's obviously what makes the podcast is so juicy.
Give us a follow, make sure you don't miss anything. So yeah, we'll see you on our socials, and if not, we will see you on our next
See you next
episode.
time. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Tonight we're running on the right track. I know we never gonna look back. Oh, I just wanna have a good time.